Here to show our support for unity and our hatred of bigotry. I think it's important to be seen. I think it's important that people who want to divide us and want to discriminate against people are shown that the majority of people don't feel that way in Scotland. And I think the message to the Trump administration is that Scotland doesn't feel the same way as him, and it's important for us to show that in numbers as people walking on the streets, and it's not just people who are making news that are maybe have a louder voice, maybe have a voice back that's more money, but we are normal people, ordinary people who support the unity that's been shown here tonight.
I've just heard so many negative things about Trump and what I've looked into, and that he's just generally not a good guy. And I think more people should tell him that he's generally not a good guy, because he doesn't appear to know it.
I'm here really just because I've been sitting in the States for the last year and a half, watching other places in the world protest along with us. And it feels really, really, really good and cathartic to be able to go somewhere else and do it too. Just to know that other people believe in common humanity.
He's vile, sexist, racist. I mean, there's too many to sort of choose from. I disagree with nearly everything he says, and he genuinely seems to make the world a worse place.
I don't think the protest will make a difference to Trump and the way he acts, but I think it will draw more attention to other people and kind of hopefully take them into looking into what he's doing, and then change popular opinion about him, get more people interested in, like in America, get more people interested in their domestic politics and more people interested in international politics, which can only be a good thing.
I oppose his policies. I think his policies are divisive, and I think they are causing problems around the world. I think first and foremost is, every policy he has so far seems to be detrimental to the work that's gone for the previous few years, 20 years, maybe decades. Work towards climate change, work towards fighting climate change, work towards helping end wars across the world, help towards ending poverty, help towards bringing a closer relationship between communities, and his administration seems to be working against all those things.
Oh, good grief! I could go on for days. Aside from the fact that he's an embarrassment to my country, because America is supposed to be the place that you go when you can't go anywhere else, when you've been kicked out of everywhere else, or you've lost everything, and you just want to start over and work hard and have a life. And he and the people that are supporting him are trying to turn America into a place that's not true anymore.
I am here because I am standing on the side of love. My father used to say to me that the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference.
If someone else gets voted in, I don't. It would be a mistake to say it can't get any worse. But I would like to think that enough people have seen what happens when someone of Trump's ilk is voted in. So I would like to believe that the people wouldn't let it happen again.
I'm hoping that the people of the United States cop on to the fact that he's not really doing anything for them. He plays this big game of that he's doing something for the everyday working class folk of America, and I don't think he is. I think that his policies are helping him and his millionaire friends. In terms of what will happen after his first term, I can only hope that it gets better and the situation gets better for everyone there and then across the world. I don't know.
Pull up a chair, we give you a crazy tale. Crazy tale, crazy tale, crazy tale, crazy tale.
Yeah, it's kind of his policies which have been taken away, like people's human rights, especially with the likes of kind of being anti-abortion, that taking women's rights away from them to decide what they do with their body. But his massive hypocrisy on immigration as well. His grandmother was an immigrant from the Outer Hebrides, and now he's saying there shouldn't be any more immigrants in a country that his grandmother moved to. It's ridiculous that he should be doing that instead of kind of taking the best people from around the world to build a stronger country.
I'd like to think that the 2020 or the 2018 and the 2020 election will help some of this, that will have woken people up to realize that, yeah, America's not too big. This can happen in America. I honestly don't know. That's one of the reasons that we moved to Scotland.
I would say trust in people who know more about a subject than you. Trust in people who are educated about things such as domestic policy, foreign policy, environment, science, biology. Trust in those things and read and hear what people have to say, and you'll come to a different conclusion about the things that Trump says.
I don't think I would say anything to him. I would probably ask some questions.
Yeah.
I'm interested to find out more about why people believe in certain things. Everyone's entitled to their opinions and beliefs. I'm more about engaging in a conversation with them to find out what it is that they see in the guy. It seems obvious to most people here that, well, in our opinion, he's a bad influence on the globe. But if they support him, they must see something, and maybe they're being disenfranchised by some other reason. So I'd be interested to know what they have, what they think that they are getting by him being in power, and try to perhaps mitigate that and try to find out if there's a different way that we could come to some arrangement where everyone wins and not just a narrow margin of society.
Look at me, I am so macro. My dad bought me a macro. Open your shit bars out of my asshole. Starts looking all baffled at the concept of a cargo. Idiot, fuck off. Fuck off, follow the that. Keep fucked off till you're coming back till you get to a game. You say, you can't fuck off any further than this. Then wait, climb on the gate. The world's falling down around you. You want to celebrate? Fuck Trump like Skittle chips. Just sweet bits and then full tips. We're all sick of your pish. So you get served in a cool dish. I'm a bit blow kids. Everybody knows this. You know man, it's this for your sizzle lift. Being born ain't about being a heartless. It's about feeling the fear going regardless. Local school shut down. Community centre shut down. Well, these guys all run round. Acting with bloody clowns. Hospital shut down. Driving is shut down. Hot shots on what now? Guys like you need shut down. Shut the fuck up with this one, the crowd. How many people in here ready to have pop? One of many gifts that we have received from our brothers and sisters of African origin. Something that if I'm going to appropriate it, I'm going to do my bloody best to not make it complete arse of it. Check, check, check. This next track's called Politics. Sam and Kindle, tell everybody I've had it with them. Fuck radicalism and the system. Fuck kindness when your back's against the algorithm. I would much rather